Okay, students, class 11th mathematics CBSE. Today we will solve the questions of the exercise 5.2. This exercise is related to the polar representation or to change the given complex number in polar form. Okay, means we have to find out the magnitude and the amplitude of the given complex number. After that we will find the polar or the trigonometrical. Polar form is also known as trigonometrical form. So we will find the polar form or the trigonometrical form of the given complex number. Okay, so the polar form or the trigonometrical form of the complex number z. Complex number z, that is equals to x plus iota y. This is complex number and its polar form is equals to r cos of theta plus iota sin of theta, where r is the magnitude. R is the magnitude of complex number, magnitude, and theta is the amplitude of complex number z. Okay, so we have to find the value of r and theta, and after that we will put these values in this expression and we will find the polar form. Okay, very simple method. There is no any complexity to find the polar form. Okay, so let us start with the example. We are taking the example of the exercise 5.2. That is example number 8. Minus 16 upon 1 plus iota under root 3. Minus 16 upon 1 plus iota under root 3. Okay, so the given complex number z equals to minus 16 upon 1 plus iota under root 3. This is the given complex number. Okay, and we have to find its polar form. We have to find its polar form. Z is equals to minus 16 upon 1 plus iota under root 3. Okay, the complex number is given in rational form. Okay, so we have to convert, rationalize this first. Okay, by multiplying its conjugate. Conjugate means multiplying by 1 minus iota under root 3. Okay, 1 minus iota under root 3. So this is equals to minus 16 into 1 minus iota under root 3 upon 1 square plus under root 3 square. Okay, so equals to minus 16 1 minus iota under root 3 upon 1 plus 3, that is 4. Okay, so minus 4 into 1 minus iota under root 3 equals to minus 4 plus iota 4 under root 3. This is equals to r cos of theta plus iota sin of theta. Okay, this is equals to polar form, r cos theta plus iota r sin theta. Okay, by comparing these two complex numbers, we have r cos theta is equals to minus 4 and r sin theta is equals to 4 under root 3. Okay, after solving this is equation number first and this is equation number second. Squaring and adding. Squaring and adding, we will get r square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta is equals to minus 4 square plus 4 under root 3 square. Okay, so this is equals to r square cos square theta plus sin square theta is equals to 4 for the 16 plus 16 3 are 48. Okay, so r square equals to 64 implies that r equals to plus minus 8. So magnitude of the given complex number is plus 8. Okay, magnitude means the value of r is equals to plus 8. Now we will put this r in equation number first and second. So from first and second, r sin theta upon r cos theta is equals to 4 under root 3 upon minus 4 upon minus so this implies that tan theta is equals to minus under root 3. Okay, now we are finding the amplitude. We have already found the magnitude. Magnitude is equals to 8. Now amplitude. So using equation number first and second, dividing second by first. Dividing equation number second by first, we will have tan theta equals to minus under root 3. Tan theta equals to minus under root 3. Tan theta is equals to minus tan of pi by 3. Tan of pi by 3. This tan is negative. This tan is negative. So will lie in the second quadrant or the fourth quadrant. Okay, fourth quadrant. But cos theta is negative, sin theta is positive. Cos theta is negative, sin theta is positive. That is why it is second quadrant. Okay, and in second quadrant, the angle is pi minus theta. So this is equals to tan pi minus pi by 3. That is tan theta equals to tan 2 pi by 3. Okay, so theta equals to 2 pi upon 3. Okay, so this one is the magnitude and this one is the amplitude. Theta equal to 2 pi by 3. Now we can put the given complex number in polar form. Okay, so polar form of the complex number is polar form of the complex number is polar form of the complex number. Polar form of given complex number z equals to r cos theta plus iota r sin theta equals to 8 cos 2 pi by 3 plus iota 8 sin 2 pi by 3, or taking 8 as common, cos 2 pi by 3 plus iota sin 2 pi by 3. Okay, so this is the polar form of the given complex number in example number 8. This is example number 8. Example 8, page number 107. Okay. Now let us take the questions from the exercise 5.2. Okay, in question number 1 and 2 we have to find the modulus and argument, and in question number 3 to 8 we have to find the polar form. Okay, so both type of questions are same. When we are changing the given question in polar form, we have to find the modulus and magnitude, modulus and the argument also. Okay, so question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all questions are same. Okay, so let us take the question number 3rd, 1 minus iota. Let us take the question number 3rd of the exercise 10.2. We are solving the questions of the exercise 10.2. Questions of the exercise 10.2. Question number, we are taking question number 3rd. The given z is 1 minus iota. The given z is 1 minus iota, and we have to convert this complex number into polar form, just as we have convert the complex number in polar form in example number 10. Okay, so z equals to 1 minus iota. This is equals to, taking this is equals to r cos theta plus iota r sin theta. Okay, now comparing, we will have r cos theta equals to 1 and r sin theta equals to minus 1. R sin theta, the coefficient of iota is minus 1. Okay, now squaring and adding, we get r square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta equals to 1 square plus minus 1 square. That is r square is equals to 2. So r is equals to under root 2. Okay, is equals to under root 2. Now from first and second. From first and second. Now we are finding the amplitude. Now we are finding the amplitude of the complex number. Okay. So r is equals to under root 2. Okay. Now dividing second by first. Dividing second by first, we will have r sin theta upon r cos theta is equals to minus 1 upon 1. So tan theta is equals to minus 1 equals to minus tan pi by 4. Minus tan pi by 4. Now let us see, cos theta is positive and sin theta is negative. That is why it is fourth quadrant. Amplitude will lie in fourth quadrant because cos theta is positive and sin theta is negative in fourth quadrant. So equals to tan minus pi upon 4. Okay. So theta is equals to minus pi upon 4. Okay. So this is the amplitude and this is the magnitude. Okay. Now the polar form of the given complex number. Polar form of given complex number, that is equals to r cos theta. R means under root 2 into cos of theta plus iota under root 2 into sin of theta under root 2 into cos of minus pi by 4 plus iota under root 2 into sin of minus pi by 4 equals to under root 2 into cos pi by 4 minus iota under root 2 into sin pi by 4. Okay. Cos minus theta is plus cos theta and sin minus theta is minus sin theta. Okay. So using that we will get the polar form of the given complex number. Okay. Now let us have the another question. Another question, that is question number 8, that is iota. That is iota. Z is equals to iota. We have to find the polar form of iota. Okay. So polar form of iota. Polar form of iota. Polar form of the iota. Question number 8, Z is equals to given as iota. So compare this with r cos of theta plus iota r sin of theta. Okay. Now here after comparing we will get r cos theta equals to 0. R cos theta, though there is no real part. This can also be put in the form of 0 plus iota. So r cos theta equals to 0 and r sin theta is equals to 1. Okay. Now squaring and adding. we get r square cos square theta plus sin square theta is equals to 0 square plus 1 square means r square equals to 1 means r equals to 1. So magnitude is equals to 1. Okay. Now we have to find the amplitude. Okay. And to find the amplitude, this is equation number first and this is equation number second. Dividing second by first. Dividing second by first, we get r sin theta, r cos theta 1 upon 0. So tan theta is equals to infinity. Tan theta is equals to infinity means theta is equals to pi by 2. Theta is equals to pi by 2. So tan pi by 2. Tan pi upon 2. So theta is equals to pi upon 2. Okay. So the amplitude is theta equal to pi upon 2 and magnitude is r equals to 1. Now the polar form of iota is, so z equals to iota is equals to r into cos theta means 1 into cos pi by 4 pi by 2 plus iota into 1 into sin pi by 2. Okay, so cos pi by 2 plus iota sin pi upon 2. This is the polar form of iota, complex number iota. Okay, in this way we can find the polar form. Okay, here we have done two types of questions. Find out the magnitude and amplitude of the given complex number and find the or convert the given complex number in polar form. Okay, both the methods, both the questions are approximately same. Now we will start next topic, that is quadratic equation. Okay, quadratic equation. Students, in class 10th we have already solved the given quadratic equation. Okay, the given quadratic equation for the discriminant d greater than equals to 0. Okay, but here in class 11th we will solve this quadratic equation for the discriminant d less than 0. Okay, means when the value of b square minus 4ac is less than 0, we will solve the quadratic equation. And we have learned in class 10th. We have learned in class 10th we have learned that in class 10 we have learned that discriminant d, that is equals to b square minus 4ac. If the value of d is less than 0, the value of d is greater than 0, then the roots of the quadratic equation are real. Okay, real. If d is equals to 0, then roots of the quadratic equation are real and equal. And if d is less than 0, then the roots of the quadratic equations are imaginary roots. Imaginary roots means complex roots. Okay, here we will consider the third case. Third case, that is d is less than 0, means we will have the explanation of the quadratic equation in which the discriminant d is less than 0, that is b square minus 4ac is less than 0. So if the given quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, then discriminant d is given as b square minus 4ac is less than 0. Okay, so taking minus as common, we will have 4ac minus b square. Okay, d is equals to minus, taking minus as common, 4ac minus b square. Now the quantity this is positive inside the bracket. Quantity inside the bracket is positive, but there is a negative sign outside the bracket. So d is less than 0. Okay, we will consider this case. Now we know x is equals to minus b plus minus under root b upon 2a. So x is equals to minus b plus minus b that is minus 4ac minus b square upon 2a, and this can be write down as under root minus 1, that is iota, under root 4ac minus b square upon 2a. Okay, so the roots of the given quadratic equation when d is less than 0, roots of this quadratic equation when d is less than 0 can be given as x is equals to minus b upon 2a plus iota under root 4ac minus b square upon 2a, and x is equals to minus b upon 2a plus minus iota under root 4ac minus b square upon 2a. Okay, due to this imaginary unit iota, due to this imaginary unit iota, the roots of the quadratic equations are imaginary roots or the complex roots. Okay, so we will consider the quadratic equations whose roots are complex roots. Okay, so without wasting any time, let us take the example number 15. Let us take the questions of the exercise 5.3. Exercise 5.3. Exercise 5.3. Question number, starting with the question number second. Okay, so question number second is given as 2x square plus x plus 1 equals to 0. All the questions are same. We have to solve each of the following quadratic equations. Okay, all the quadratic equations are same in which d is less than 0. D is less than 0, so we will have the complex roots. Okay, so first of all we will solve this simple quadratic equation. Okay, now 2x square, so a is equals to 2 and b is equals to 1 and c is equals to 1, so d is equals to b square minus 4ac. D is equals to b square, that is 1 square minus 4 into 2 into 1. So 1 minus 8 equals to minus 7. So d is equals to minus 7 less than 0. Okay, so the roots are roots of given quadratic equation. Given quadratic equation are complex roots. Okay, complex roots, yeah, or imaginary roots. So roots are x equals to minus b minus 1 plus minus under root b square under root d. D means minus 7 upon 2a means 2 into 2. So x is equals to minus 1 plus minus iota under root 7 upon 4. That is x is equals to minus 1 upon 4 plus minus iota under root 7 upon 4. Okay, so these are the roots, these are the complex roots of the given quadratic equation. Very simple method, or method is same as in class 10th, only we have the complex root. Okay, the roots are complex roots. So this was question number second. Now let us take another question of the exercise 5.3. Exercise 5.3. Next question, that is question number, now we are solving the question number 7. Question number 7, under root 2 into x square plus x plus under root 2 is equals to 0. This is the quadratic equation. Under root 2 into x square plus x plus under root 2. Under root 2 into x square plus x plus under root 2 equals to 0. Now it is visible. Okay, so let us have the values of a, b, c. A is equals to under root 2, b is equals to 1 and c is equals to under root 2. That is why discriminant d is equals to b square minus 4ac. d is equals to 1 square minus 4 into under root 2 into under root 2. Under root 2 into under root 2 equals to 1 minus 4 to the 8, that is minus 7. So d is equals to minus 7. Less than 0 implies that roots are quadratic. Roots of quadratic equation are complex roots. Okay, so now we will find the Now we will find that roots x is equals to minus b plus minus under root b upon 2a equals to minus b minus 1 plus minus under root minus 7 upon under root 2. So minus 1 plus minus iota under root 7 upon under root 2. So roots are x equals to minus 1 upon under root 2 plus under root 7 upon under root 2 and other root is minus 1 upon under root 2 minus iota under root 7 upon under root 2. So these are two roots. Okay, these are two roots and these are complex roots also. Okay, now let us take one more question of the exercise 5.3. This is probably the last question of this exercise. So we will solve question number 9. We will solve question number 9 or question number 10. Any question you can solve. Any question you can solve. Okay. Or you can take question number 8 also. It is also important. Question number 8. Question number 8. Under root 3x square minus under root 3x square minus under root 2x under root 2x plus 3 under root 3 plus 3 under root 3 is equals to 0. Okay, this is question number 8. This is question number 8. Now a is equals to under root 3 and b is equals to minus under root 2 and c is equals to 3 under root 3. Okay, that is why d is equals to b square minus 4 ac is equals to minus under root 2 square minus 4 into under root 3 into 3 under root 3. So d is equals to 2 minus 4 3 is 4 into 3 into 3. That is 9 4 is 36 minus 34. D is equals to minus 34. Okay, this is less than 0. Less than 0. So roots of given quadratic equation are complex roots. Complex oblique imaginary roots. Okay. Now we will find the roots. X is equals to minus b that is minus under root 2 plus minus under root d. D means minus 34 upon 2 into under root 3. 2 into under root 3. Okay. So this is equals to under root 2 plus minus iota under root 34. Under root 34 upon 2 under root 3. Okay. So this is the answer, but you can rationalize this by multiplying under root 3. By multiplying under root 3, or you can put simply the answer as x is equals to 2 upon under root 2 upon 2 under root 3 plus iota under root 34 upon 2 under root 3. Or and x is equals to under root 2 upon 2 under root 3 minus iota under root 34 upon 2 under root 3. So these are the complex roots of the given quadratic equation. Okay, we will solve the question number 10. Question number 10. This was question number 8. This was question number 8. Now question number 10. Question number 10 of the exercise 5.3. Question number 10, that is x square plus x upon under root 2, x square plus x upon under root 2 plus 1 is equals to 0. Okay, so we have to solve this quadratic equation. So a is equals to given as 1, b is equals to first of all multiply under root 2. Convert this quadratic equation as under root 2x square plus x plus under root 2 is equals to 0. So a is equals to under root 2, b is equals to 1, c is equals to under root 2. Now discriminant d is equals to b square minus 4ac, that is 1 square minus 4 into under root 2 into under root 2 equals to 1 minus 4 to the 8 equals to minus 7. Less than 0, so d is less than 0 implies that roots of given quadratic equation are complex roots. Okay, this implies that now we have to find the roots of the given quadratic equation using the quadratic formula. X is equals to minus b 1 plus minus under root d that is minus 7 upon 2 into a that is under root 2. Okay, so x is equals to minus 1 plus minus iota under root 7 upon 2 under root 2. So roots are x is equals to minus 1 plus iota under root 7 upon 2 under root 2 and x is equals to minus 1 minus iota under root 7 upon 2 under root 2. Okay, so in this way we can find the roots of the given quadratic equation. Okay, this was the last exercise. Actually we have only 5.3 or 3 exercises in chapter number 5th. Okay, and the topics are not so different. Topics are in this chapter are putting the given complex number in standard form, okay, putting the complex number in polar or trigonometrical form, and then solving the given quadratic equation. Okay, now we will have the miscellaneous exercise, and next episode of video we will solve all these. Okay, thank you.